Yeah, I rock with Vans super heavy, man. I used to skateboard when I was in middle school, so just coming from that culture, just being a black kid, but really like fucking with all the shit that the white kids was doing and trying to do different shit, I always rock with Vans and shit, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Vans, you know, for doing something different for the culture, you know, and just really connecting the cultures, like bringing everything together, you know what I'm saying? That's real.
I feel like there's like so much energy in hip hop now, and it's all about literally getting as dirty as you can and just jumping in there, breaking a leg or two, whatever it may be. So, you know, it makes sense to, you know, be sporting Vans while, you know, jumping off stage and, you know, just moshing with the crowd and everything. So it makes perfect sense.
I'm definitely a huge sneakerhead, you know. Hundreds of pairs of sneakers, that type of sneakerhead. And J's, Nikes, you name it, I have it. But I've never had a pair of Vans. And it's something that I've always wanted to try. You know, I just never knew how to wear them, or, you know, how the pants would fall on them, or anything like that. So I never even tried it. But coming out here this weekend and, you know, doing the, you know, the Vibe show and the Van show, they gave me my first pair.
Iconic, man. I can't think of nothing else to say outside of iconic.
Vans was kind of the first brand to be in skateboarding, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of how slimmed down and classic, and how classic they still keep it, definitely portrays to the roots of skateboarding and hip-hop, because it's about originality but also creativity, and Vans definitely captures that.
I used to get into the young Vans, especially when I was a young boy. Used to have all the colors, you know what I'm saying, because I wanted to wear those. I knew if I couldn't wear Chucks, I could probably wear some blue Vans and get away with it faster than I could wear some blue Chucks back in the day, so it was like the closest thing to that. And when you know the skateboard niggas, they be all turned up on us. When I used to try to skateboard, I just fucked mines up, and yeah, a long time ago. I ain't did that in years though.
It was like a transition, like Casey said. I think the skateboard culture started loving rap music, and I think, you know, more than people would assume, it's a lot of young niggas in the hood that was growing up skateboarding. You know what I'm saying? And so I think the two worlds ended up in the same space. And you got skaters that, you know what I mean, skate to rap music, make their tapes to rap music. And you got rappers that might have a little skateboard style, like wear some Vans, or, you know, some of the stuff that, like Diamond is from the skate world. That brand is like a skate brand. Supreme is a skate brand. But you see rappers wearing that and, you know, kind of borrowing from their culture.
Vans, man, I remember having Vans, and, you know, plus I'm from Long Beach. So it's a real beach community, and they heavy in the beach community, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they mean everything. That's why I don't give a fuck. I got my old Vans on, you feel me? With, you know, they're kind of dusty, sleazy like my dude Wiz says, you feel me? And I don't give a shit, man. They're comfortable. They're my favorite shoes. I could skate in them. I could walk in them. I could perform in them. And, like, who really gives a shit, man?
I just remember being real young, wanting them and can't afford them. I was like getting a reject, getting a reject Skippy ones. One of them actually said Vons with an O. I was just rocking when these got too close. I was like, yeah, you know what they is. But like, I don't know. I associate Vans with comfort. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just there's one of them. There's only a few that you could do the no sock with and get away with. Like, just slip your feet in and keep it pushing. So it's always been comfortable. And, you know, hip hop is my comfort zone. So they go neck and neck. You know what I mean?
Vans are the hottest shoes out. Only reason I'm wearing it is because it's raining right now, and I love Timberlands, but it's raining. But Vans are awesome. They're super comfortable on stage. I wear them all the time. I packed a gang of pairs for the whole tour. What's the deal? They're awesome.
Vans are all-purpose. They look cool. You could get them muddy, dirty. They still look cool. They're not that heavy. You can still kick the shit out of Vans are the truth.